Hey, welcome everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. Welcome. It is another day for another daily analysis. We're looking at good old dollar yen. It is Wednesday, September. Wow, I'm going back in time. October 9th, 2024 at 7:47 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to start off our analysis with dollar yen. Hopefully you watched yesterday's trade analysis. It was really good, especially with sterling dollar, man. I mean, sterling dollar went right to our resistance point and then collapsed right down. Now it's been trading between the support and resistance. But we're going to get the sterling dollar in a second. So let's just handle dollar yen. Right now in dollar yen, we do have resistance between right around, I'll tell you, like let's do this. Let me right between I'm gonna say 96 and 81 is good. Let's go like this. Right in here we have resistance. Give you two levels of resistance. Okay, so if we can get above this, we're going to, hang on one second, let me get my notes already. We got 149.31 and then 149.53 behind it. And then we have, of course, we got the 149, actually this came down a little bit, 149.53. And we got 149.31. If we could get through those levels, and the queen confirms, we're basically going back to 150.35. So let's go right there. There's another level of resistance. So what does it need to stay above? Right now, dollar yen needs to stay above. Let me see if I can get a ray over here. Right here. Dollar yen needs to stay above 148.25 right there. That's the level it needs to stay above to try to get up and through these levels of resistance right here. These are pretty tough levels of resistance, but you know, in a bid market, you know, resistance rarely holds. So the marketplace right now has been in a slight, you know, it's been in an upward movement, an upward leg. It needs to get through these levels, close above it, then we're going to attack the 149.28, 149.53. The all-important pivot level is 148.25, 148.20 right now. So let's move on to good old sterling dollar. Okay, sterling dollar has just been, you know, it's in between the levels that we've been talking about, 130.40, 131.15. I mean, if sterling breaks 130.40, we're looking 129.95 is the next level of support. Let's just put that up. Let's go over here, 129. 129. That's close enough. 129.95 is the level of support. We got resistance coming in right now at 131, say 18. Okay, I just move it up a little bit. It's really like it's 15, 10, 15, 18, same thing. Okay, if we could get through 131.18, it has resistance again at 131.53, 131.60, like that. If we could get through 131.60, we're looking at the 132.25 level. It has not had any type of oomph behind it at all. So I don't really foresee. Sterling looks like it's stuck in a channel right now. And once it breaks out of that channel, it's probably going to be, you know, finally will pick up some momentum. Until then, it's really just basically in a channel, like a coffin box almost. It's just sitting. There's nothing, really nothing driving it. Now, if dollar yen does break up and get stronger, much stronger, probably sterling's going to slowly drift down, but it might keep the cross basically pinned at like 190, 195, 194.80, 194, 197, something like that, all depending on how much dollar yen moves up and how far sterling dollar moves down. That's a genius statement, but it's the only thing. It's the only way I could look at it. You know, I mean, I know really I didn't really say bloody much. I mean, but it's what it is. You need to look at the volatility of the sterling versus what's going on in dollar yen. Right now, dollar yen's rallying, sterling's not moving. So basically, sterling yen is slowly crawling up, and we're going to handle that currency in a second. So hang on one second. And I got to do a little bit of analysis with it because I just jumped in here as usual, unprepared. So hang on. Okay, so what do we got here? This is the main pivot point for sterling yen right now, 193.99. It needs to stay above this today in order to continue strength. There was a short-term resistance right here, 194.49, right? We're just basically above it. It's starting to show that if it continues strength up here, this is a 1 hour chart. We have resistance at 195.05. There's also a short-term resistance, you know, right at 80. We got a lot of congestion here because of the past volatility that we've had. So really the point that you got to look at today, the pivot point, is that 194, the figure. It needs to stay above that. If it can stay above that, it's showing some strength. Looks like it's going back to the 195, 15, 20 level. If it breaks through that, we have the next level of support we got is 193.35. That's basically this low spike bar's close right there. If it gets through that, it's back to the 192.80 level. Okay. Then if it does that today, I'll definitely do another outlook, you know, because I don't really foresee it doing that. I feel it's probably got a little bit of a bitish undertone to it, all depending on this bloody dollar yen. You know, dollar yen's up right now, up by some resistance. See what happens. But don't be fooled out. I mean, just because we're up above a short-term resistance point, you got to be really careful, because a lot of times this stuff fails, comes right back down to the support, and then people get fooled again. They sell it, meanwhile it's right at support, and then it pops right back into their face. So I mean, it needs to hold above this level. So in other words, it could potentially do something like that, but then, you know, it needs to quickly recover, close above it. You know, then the queen would come down, and then she would say, okay, no, support's there, and then up through there, something like that. You know, all right, so let's go on to good old euro yen. All right, euro yen. Oop, let's get out of the drawing mode here. Where's my levels? Euro yen. Well, we have support at let's see. 162.40. 162.40 right here. Where is it? My goodness, what's wrong with me? Right there's level of support for euro yen on the day. That's basically the pivot point. We got resistance at 163.56. There's got to be something a little bit closer to that. I'll figure it out. I go 163.50. Okay. There's resistance on the day. If we break 162.40, we're heading back down to like 161.60, and then 160 right behind 161. 63 is fine. And 161, the figure right behind it. So here's the main point today. Let's change the color. They get the golden point for the day. That's the point that we got to stay above today to show strength. If it flops back down through it, we're looking towards a movement down back towards 161.60. All right, so if you like what you see, please Smash the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to head over to Park Haven Trading. Get yourself a free ebook. And remember, always, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.